What's good, Greatness Gang? Welcome back to another reaction. And today I have a very special reaction for you all. We're going to be reacting to a gentleman by the name of Jason Aldean and the controversy surrounding his song Try That in a Small Town. So I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with what's going on. I'm not. I only heard a little bit, and I've never heard of this gentleman at all, but I felt as though this would be a good reaction in general because you all have been recommending me some good country artists. And since I'm new to the country world, I want to also see what his music is about. So I got a few different clips so we could react to it from different perspectives. I got a clip from the news media reporting the story, a sit-down interview he did with CBS. We're gonna watch a little bit of that. A clip of him on stage expressing himself about everything that's going on, and finally we're gonna watch the official music video to Try That in a Small Town, so I can take in the song and see how I feel about everything. But it's gonna be a lengthy reaction, so sit back and enjoy. Thank you.
The country superstar is speaking out after CMT pulled the music video for his recent single off the air on Monday. The track is called Try That in a Small Town. Controversy igniting over the song, which has been out since May, with critics saying the lyrics call to an anti-Black Lives Matter and pro-gun message. The track describes protests, violence, and upheaval in cities, while Aldean sings that people performing those actions would not pass in a small town. And the music video depicts news footage from protests and surveillance video of robberies projected onto a courthouse in Tennessee. So yesterday, Jason responded in a lengthy statement on Twitter, writing in part, "I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous." The singer continuing, "Try that in a small town for me," refers to the feeling of a community that I had growing up, where we took care of our neighbors, regardless of differences of background or belief. We should note, according to a press release, Jason is not credited as a writer for the song. He just started a nationwide tour expected to run through October.
All right, that was the first clip.
Around here we take care of our own.
While others heard racism and subtle calls for violence.
What was your reaction when you saw people saying that this had racist undertones and, it was like a call to arms, it was like a call to arms in small towns. It was a threatening kind of video for Black people. I mean, people were putting this on like
But there was people of all color doing stuff in the video. That's what I don't understand. There was white people in there. There was Black people. I mean, this video did not shine light on one specific group and say that's the problem. So, and anybody that saw that in the video, then you weren't looking hard enough in the video, is all I can tell you.
The song mostly flew under the radar when it was released, but when the music video came out in July, it took off, skyrocketing to #1 across all musical genres in the country.
I love the song. I was excited to cut it and thought it was actually a song that said something for a change, not just here's another song for radio.
Did you think, well, this might not go over well with some people, but I'm going to say it?
On the second verse, it says, "Gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up." That I thought was going to be the biggest issue with the song, was that it said gun, and that, will tend to get people talking sometimes about that. So, I didn't expect it to get the kind of heat that it got. And I think that was more probably because of the video more so than the actual song.
Part of that heat was because of where the video was filmed, in front of the Murray County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, the site of a 1927 lynching of a Black teen.
For anybody that thinks that we picked that building specifically for that reason, because, there was a lynching there, whatever.
Did you know that?
No. But I also don't go back 100 years and check on the history of a place before we go shoot it either. It's also the place that I go get my car tags every year. It's my county that I live in.
Would you do it in that courthouse again, knowing what you know now?
Knowing what I know now, probably not. But it's also, I don't think, again, I'm not going to go back 100 years and check on the history of this building. I mean, because honestly, if you're in the South, you could probably go to any small town courthouse. You're going to be hard pressed to find one that hasn't had some sort of, racial issue over the years at some point. I mean, that's just a fact.
Critics also slammed Aldean for the images. Aldean says he didn't choose the specific clips, but the overall look of the video was his idea. Inspired by Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire.
The whole idea behind the video was to show, the lawlessness and the, disrespect for cops and just, trashing cities and burning. I'm just not cool with that. So I don't know, I feel like the narrative really got switched over and became, more of a racial type thing. And it's like, if that's what you got out of the song and the video, I mean, I almost kind of feel like that's on you, because that wasn't our intention,
Aldean says the song may resonate with him more because news reports of crime and violence feel personal. He was on stage in Las Vegas when a gunman opened fire, killing 60 people at the Route 91 festival.
Vegas was 6 years ago. Like, how have you processed that?
It makes you mad. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like my pregnant wife was there. Our fans were there watching the show. All hell breaks loose, and you're not prepared. It's like, I got a guitar. What am I going to do?
Did you even know what was happening?
No, not until a few minutes after we were off stage and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I do think it makes you look at things a little different when you go through something like that.
Stop that clip right there. I didn't hear the song yet, so I can't say too much right now. But I think it's also because we living in a time where it's not a lot of music as far as mainstream music as a whole, no matter what genre it is. It's not a lot of like positive message or songs that are kind of revolutionary and uplifting anymore. So when someone does come out with a song like this, I just feel as though people going to have something to say regardless of what the message is. So, and about the Vegas thing, he could have been like writing this from a proactive standpoint instead of a reactive standpoint, because of the fact that he's seen what happens when violent chaos occurs. Like, I guess he probably thinking long term of like, hey, we need to protect our communities, we need to protect our women and children, because I know what all of these so-called protests, like the people who wasn't protesting in a quote-unquote peaceful manner, what this could lead to long-term if we just let this go on. But you can go to the next clip where he's venting and expressing himself about what's going on.
Everybody having fun so far tonight? Well, I gotta tell you guys, man, it's been a long ass week. It's been a long week, and I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff suggesting I'm this, suggesting I'm that. Hey, here's the thing. Here's one thing I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can think something all you want to, it doesn't mean it's true, right? So, what I am is a proud American. I'm proud to be from here. I love our country. I want to see it restored to what it once was before all this bullshit started happening to us. I love my country, I love my family, and I will do anything to protect that. I can tell you that right now. here's what I want to say. A lot of things out there, and one thing I love, you guys know how it is this day and age, cancel culture is a thing. That's something that if people don't like what you say, they try and make sure that they can cancel you, which means try and ruin your life, ruin everything. One thing I saw this week was a bunch of country music fans that could see through a lot of the bullshit, all right?
And to speak on that cancel culture thing, not to get too in depth with it, it's crazy how like people pick and choose what to cancel. Because people will pick something, say they will pick a certain song that they deem quote unquote racist, but then go blast a song that's about shooting people or degrading women. So it's like, come on, man.
I saw country music fans rally like I've never seen before, and it was pretty badass to watch, I gotta say. Thank you guys so much. So I had people asking me, man, everything's going on with this song. Do you think you're gonna play it tonight? Do you think you're not gonna play it? And I said, you know, people that come to my shows, you guys know what I'm about. You know what I stand for. I've never shied away from that at all. And I know a lot of you guys grew up like I did. You kind of had the same values, the same principles that I have, which is we want to take our kids to a movie and not worry about some asshole coming in there shooting up the theater, right? So when somebody asks me, hey man, you think you're gonna play this song tonight? The answer was simple. The people have spoken, and you guys spoke very, very loudly this week.
All right, we're not gonna watch that one. We're gonna watch the official video. So that's how Jason feels about everything. But here's my first time watching Jason Aldean try that in a small town. Thank you for sticking around and watching the entire video with me.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town, see how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town full of good old boys, raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. Try that in a small town.
I want to briefly stop it and like speak on the part where the clips you see the people like breaking into the stores. It's like, what does that have to do with police brutality? And like the people who are in support of that, they not putting themselves into that store owner's shoes. The family members of that store owner who is being taken care of by the money made from that store. And is the fact what is making this song seem so controversial to people, I see, is the fact that a lot of states nowadays have went away from community, and it's more just about self and individuals. So when you see people just speak about community in general, sticking together, it sounds foreign to other cities and people who are not about community, who's just reacting off emotion and pretending that they like is doing it for the whole of the country, when you're really just want to be in the mix, a part of the chaos. So yeah, that was Jason Aldean, Try That in a Small Town. And like I said, you know, the protests usually happen in like the downtown areas of cities. It don't really like happen in people's neighborhoods where they actually live for the most part. So another reason why he's also saying like try that in a small town, because we are literally a small town and everything is in close proximity. So it's like we not allowing that. So I know I wouldn't want places that I frequent, places that I feel as though I need in my city, or places that is close to my living area to be being destroyed like that, because people are reacting off emotion when they can be going about things a different way. It's other ways to combat certain problems instead of violent, unnecessary protests all the time. And as we see, people breaking in stores, looting and stuff. So everybody out there is not actually protesting for the cause. So people don't be looking at that part of the issue. But do I feel as though Jason wrote this song? Well, he didn't write it, they said. Do I think he put out this song in a racist way? Not in a racist way, but with racist attention. I do not, but I'm not going to speak too much on this because I don't run a political channel, but I just wanted to react to this and get the conversation going and help spread this song some more. So let me know down in the comments, how do you feel about it? Thank you.